Hey guys, Kyle here. I want to run you through how I was able to help commercial general contracting companies win between $6 to $12 million in projects over a relatively short period of time. I want to preface this with a few key points. The main one being, if you want to win $6 to $12 million in projects, it's going to make it a whole lot easier if you're dealing with larger projects. So if you have experience with larger projects between $100,000 up to $1 million or more, it's going to be much easier to win this large amount of work. And if you don't have that experience just yet, you can still use the same strategy, but you're likely going to have to work your way up, starting with a few small local clients, a few small projects, in order to build a relationship with those people and eventually get the chance to win some of the bigger projects. But let's jump into it. First things first, you're going to want to identify your niche. So where you have the most experience, where does most of your revenue come from? In the case of our clients, that was large renovation projects for multifamily apartments. Once we had our niche down, we needed to figure out who our ideal customers are. So who is in charge of those large renovation projects at these apartment buildings? And so in our case, that's going to be construction managers or property managers. Once we identified our ideal customers, we went ahead and started to build large lists of these property managers and construction managers with phone numbers, emails, and then we hired a sales rep and trained them to outreach to these folks. And if you're thinking you can just do a few emails or a few cold calls and you're going to win $6 to $12 million in projects, you're sadly mistaken. It's going to take doing volume. So we had these sales reps doing between 200 to 300 outreaches per week, in some cases more. And then once we started having some interest from those people we were cold calling and cold emailing, you're going to need some marketing material. In our case, we had a brochure that outlined our expertise, it outlined our services, it showcased some of our work, and it included some testimonials from clients. And eventually, some of these relationships that we had kicked off through the sales effort, they started coming to us with projects to bid on. They're like, hey, we need a bid. And what's really important is that you turn that bid around pretty quickly. This is going to show your expertise. It's going to show you know what you're doing if you're able to turn a bid around really quickly. And you want to make sure you put your best foot forward with this bid. This is the first presentation of your work. And so you're going to want to make sure it's professional. We usually use a template that's branded, has our company logo, our name, and is well organized. And once you submit your bid, you want to make sure you follow up. So don't just submit the bid and hope and pray that you win the project. You're going to want to keep following up, call those people, follow up with an email, make sure you're continuing to build a relationship with them. And what ultimately happened was we didn't win all of the projects, but we did win a few key projects. And that's going to allow us to reinvest into our sales and marketing efforts so we can continue to grow the company. And the projects that we didn't win, that's okay. We still were able to start a relationship with these people, and so we're going to continue to follow up with the prospects that we didn't win deals with, continue to build relationships with them, and then with the clients that we were able to land, we're going to make sure we do a really good job for them so then we can win more work with them. Construction is really a relationships-based business. And so the difference between an average contractor and a successful contractor is being able to win those projects and build those relationships, build really good, close relationships with your clients, do good work, treat them well, communicate consistently, and that will allow you to do the same thing that we were able to do here. Thank you for tuning in. I hope this video was helpful. If you need help with your sales, you can feel free to reach out in the email below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.